Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. I'm really glad you're here. This is a daily live stream we do for women who are in narcissistic relationships, whether they're looking to leave, whether they're looking to stay, whether they've got kids, whether they're dealing with narcissistic parents. You know, the qualities are the same no matter where the original narcissist came from, whether it came from your childhood or whether you find yourself in a romantic relationship now or in a job that's with a narcissist. You're going to find yourself attracting narcissists or being attracted to narcissists for a long time until you start to work on your inner game, until you start to work on the beliefs and ideas that you hold that keep you trapped in those relationships. And once you start to change those, once you start to get the support that you need, once you start to rewire how your nervous system works and what your brain associates with things, your body starts to calm down. And suddenly, the success that you have in other areas of your life, you're able to bring into the personal areas of your life or the areas that you still feel hijacked or stuck by. Because a lot of narcissistic work doesn't have a lot to do with the narcissist, it has to do with you. It has to do with you learning how to be the best, most whole, most beautiful version of yourself, no matter what relationship you're in, no matter how scary somebody is. And it's also about letting go all that judgmentalism that you have about yourself and you have about who you are and how you handle things. It's a much more relaxed way to be. And it helps create relationships which are really sustainable, not just feel really good or dramatic or codependent, but are exciting and fun and last the long term. Okay? So I'm Rita Hickman. I'm a body mind expert and I'm a shiatsu massage therapist. And these daily live streams help women change how they think and how they see the world so that you can see it in a healthier, less judgmental, happier, more content, successful, and more relaxed place instead of dealing with it from a reactionary, overwhelmed place. You get to take back control in your personal relationships. You've waited a long time to do this. And these daily live streams help rewire your thinking so that you can. So today's topic is about why you don't leave a narcissist. So many times we get into relationships with people, we're drawn to people. They're exciting, they're interesting, they're engaging to us, they're out of the ordinary. Those people reflect the challenges that we still have maybe inner conflicts in. And if you've been through therapy, if you've been in 12-step programs, things like that, you've probably worked on the head game, but you haven't worked on the body piece. You haven't worked on the nervous system. You haven't worked on the amygdala. You've been working on intellectualizing what happened, but your body still betrays you. Do you find that, as soon as you even think that a narcissist might start getting upset, that you get triggered? What would it be like if you didn't get triggered? So many times women don't leave narcissists because their body keeps betraying them. The old fear, the old terror, actually, because the fear that you're experiencing isn't current. The fear you're experiencing has to do with all the times that you were helpless and you were out of control. And maybe you understand that it's nobody's fault, it's just what happened, but your body still thinks that it is. Many successful women, intellectually, there's no reason they should be with a narcissist because they know better. But physically, their body keeps hijacking them. And when we're in that conflicted state, when our brain says, why don't you leave? What's wrong with it? And our body says, oh, shit. And your body's reacting in a totally different way, in a fight or flight way, you stay stuck. Because when you're in fight or flight, the only things you can think about are the immediate problems. You get tunnel vision. All you can see is exactly what's going on. You lose perspective. And the emotion that you're having, the reaction, the fight or flight reaction that you're having, gets in the way of you seeing clear. It's as if you're driving along and you need to get to the hospital, but everywhere you turn, there's something that's in your way. Another car, a stoplight, a garbage can, and you can't even see your way clear because every time you turn right or left, there's something else and it's blocking your way. But what you don't see is that maybe right past the car, if you just drive past the car, then the way is clear. Or if you get past the accident, or if you get out of the car and move the garbage can out of the way, that's the fastest route. Many times we get stuck and frustrated and overwhelmed by our own reaction of anxiety or depression or fear or overwhelm. And when you get hijacked like that, all you can see is the problem and you can't see the way out. All you can see is the immediate need. What do I need to do now? And you can't see the big picture. And when you're able to see the big picture, you actually get the upper hand and you start being able to navigate around these issues. When a narcissist gets upset, you can navigate around it. It doesn't hijack you to the same degree. You're able to keep managing it and working with it. When we're in a relationship that reminds us of the scariest things that ever happened in our life to us, usually when we were small and helpless and no one helped us process it out, and we really were in danger. It was watching your mom get beat up. Maybe it was neglect and you had to protect yourself. Maybe your parents were alcoholics, one or the other. Maybe they struggled with mental health and, dealt with ADHD or bipolar or some other personality disorder. Your body is still in that loop. Your body still thinks it's in danger. A lot of times because when we were traumatized, the way to handle it was to disassociate. You just cut yourself off from your body. And as long as your body is cut off, it's going to still think that it's in danger. It's going to still think it's in trauma. And every time something happens, it's going to be right on the edge of trauma. It's going to be ready to punch somebody in the face or cry or curl into a ball. And that's your body talking. Now your mind then comes in and says, what's your problem? Why don't you get over this? You know better. This isn't a problem. Why are you so scared? And that's one of the big conflicts. What's really happening, your body saying, oh no, this is going to happen to me again. And your mind saying, what the hell is wrong with you? Why do you take this so seriously? Why are you so sensitive? Why do you cry so much? Those voices of judgmentalism, which probably came from narcissists throughout your life. The ones that were so disconnected from their own reality that they looked at you and they said you were bad. They said that your feelings were wrong. They said that you were crazy, that you're making it up, that you were oversensitive. And if you would just get over it, it would be fine. Just suck it up. Well, that's not reality, is it? You really were traumatized. You really were trapped. Your body really is feeling like it's out of control at times. And you really are super successful in other areas of your life because you've learned how to cope. You've learned how to get this far. But you can't keep going forward because you're going to stay stuck in these relationships. And if not this relationship, then the next one, because your body's going to keep hijacking you. It's going to keep betraying you. It's going to keep getting in the way and causing you to make decisions which keep you trapped in the cycle and the pattern of abuse. But when you start thinking differently, when you start getting the support you need, when you start getting the reinforcement like these daily live streams, and you listen to them, then you start to think differently. And when you think differently, you start to make different choices. And when you make different choices, your life gets better. So if you're feeling trapped, if you're still with a narcissist, whether they are close by or far away, even if you just divorce them, they're still in your life and you're worried about another narcissistic relationship, now's the time to deal with it because there really is a way out. There really is a whole different way of living that you've never experienced yet. Maybe you've only seen it on TV or from afar, but there really is another way of doing this. And we can help you get there, okay? You don't have to be trapped. So you don't leave, probably because you don't feel like you can leave. And that's not your fault. And it's based not on what's going on now, but what your body and your mind thinks is going on now, because you haven't brought it up to speed. You haven't integrated your body. You haven't rescued all those parts of you that got abandoned along the path on the way. The ones where you said, be quiet, shut up, or somebody else said it. And all that memory and emotion got just shoved down again, maybe over decades. I mean, mine lasted over decades, where it was a constant level of high fear and stress. And so, yes, you can spend decades like this, and maybe you've been doing it for the last 40, 50 years. It's time to come out of it. You can heal the past. You can let go of that stuff. You can get what you need. And you learn that's a whole new, better, more enjoyable, fun, content way of living. And we know how to do it. We know how to create that for you, okay? So reach out, share these videos. We've got group support, one-on-one support, a whole free library, so many resources to get you on the right path as fast as possible, to get you out of the relationship or to fix the relationship if it's fixable, to heal your family wounds, or at least learn how to have some of the family experiences you always wanted to have, and to stop feeling so out of control and overwhelmed by your own body, to stop being betrayed by your own self. Okay? So reach out, share these videos, and we'll get you on a better path. Okay? Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.